Good morning. This is Friday morning. The rain has held off, and we're here to commemorate the final opening or the groundbreaking so that we can open the Bright Star connector, as it will take then and open onto Bright Star Road. We are extremely excited this morning to be able to have this groundbreaking. We have a lot of people with us this morning. As you can see by the background, we have our chairman with us, Tom Wortham. We have our representative from House District 67 with us, as long as a multitude of city and county staff. So we are certainly glad to have each and every one of you here this morning. Let me just give you a quick couple of comments about this, then I'll turn it over to the chairman, ask him to say a few words, and then we'll turn some dirt and get this activity underway. This expansion will take and allow us to do several things. It'll allow for right-of-way, left turn lanes onto southbound Bright Star, as well as a deceleration lane on the northbound side. Now, this current design contemplates signalization at a later point, depending on traffic and how that goes. But if we find that traffic warrants signalization, there'll certainly be some studies and all that we'll take and look into that. But to give you an idea of the cost of this, the contract cost is $179,946.10. Jackson Paving was awarded that contract, and I believe somewhere we have Mr. David Jackson with us here this morning that is representing the firm that will be doing the paving and was awarded the contract. The engineering, the design engineering for this was done by Croy Engineering at a cost of $19,250. So you're looking at an approximate cost of approximately $200,000, but this is a shared venture or shared project between the city of Douglasville and Douglas County. And we're certainly glad to have the county representatives with us here this morning to help us do this groundbreaking so that we can open up this intersection for the citizens of Douglasville and Douglas County. Chairman, would you like to say a few words for us, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor. And good morning to each of you. We're glad you're here this morning to share this exciting day with us. As the Mayor talked about us getting together and making this work. Fortunately, and since the Mayor took over, we've had a lot of times that we've sat down and talked and agreed on issues. To me, this is very important that we open this Bright Star connector and make it a safe intersection. And that's what we've been about all along. So we look forward, Mayor, to turning some dirt this morning and getting this project started. I think it's a 60 to 90 day job. Is that correct? Correct. So in 60 or 90 days, you're going to see barrels removed and barricades down, and you're going to see a safe intersection, and we're proud to be a part of it. So thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you for those comments, Chairman. And as the Chairman said, this is a joint venture, and the city and the county are working together to ensure that the citizens of Douglasville and Douglas County have the best representative government that we can possibly give to them. It takes a shared effort with both governments working together to give the community what they need. But also, we have with us another government official. We're fortunate to have with us someone from the state, and that is Representative MICAH GRAVLEY, who represents House District 67. So, Representative GRAVLEY, we're glad to have you with us, and would you like to make a couple of comments? Love to have you if you would.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you, Mayor. Mr. Chairman, thank you so much, everyone in attendance. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who worked together. This is, I think, a show of a standard second to none, that a city government and a county government can work together for the good of the citizens. As Douglas County grows, as Douglasville grows, these types of intersections, these types of groundbreaking projects are a must. As the communication demands on our city and our county increase, I think it's good that our governments are working together to provide the citizens with this type of access, and certainly the public safety aspect that comes into it as well. Thanking the Chamber and all the other representatives, the contractors that have come together today. I'm delighted to be here, and thank you for the invitation so much.
Thank you, Representative Gravley. We also have with us, I believe, 3 of our city council members. I'd like to introduce them at this time, and certainly if they'd like to come forward and make any remarks, we'd be glad to have them. We have Councilman Sam Davis with us this morning. Councilman Davis, you'd like to make any remarks?
Well, first I'd like to say hello to everybody this morning. It seems like it's been a busy morning for all of us, and the day has finally got here, so I am excited. Just as excited as Google. So thank you, and see you.
We also have with us, I believe I saw Councilman Mark Adams. Would you like to come forward and make a couple of comments at this time, Councilman Adams?
Thank you, Mayor. I'd just like to again echo the Mayor and the Chairman's comments this morning and thank each of you for being here. This was a big issue during the campaign about 16, 17 months ago when I was running for office, and I'm just glad to see that that cooperation that was promised has come about. Thank each of you, and thanks again for being here. Good morning to you.
Thank you, Councilman Adams. We also have with us this morning Councilman Carl Pope. Councilman Pope, would you like to make a few comments at this time?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Chairman, for being here. We're happy to be here, and we're just glad that the weather has held off and it hasn't rained on us. We got up kind of early this morning, and we survived the 4:30 meeting, so I think we'll survive this one. But thanks all for coming, and have a good day.
Thank you, Councilman Pope. I believe that takes care of all the elected officials. We also have with us this morning our city manager, Mr. Bill Osborne. Would you like to make any comments? And we also have with us our county manager, Mr. Eric Linton. Mr. Linton, would you like to make any comments? Okay. And we have our public safety officials that are with us. We have our chief. Chief, raise your hand. Chief, you want to make any comments?
Glad to be here.
Great. We're glad to have you and Major Graff, and then our patrol officers. We have Lieutenant Weaver with us and Boyd. Officer Boyd with us. So we're glad to have all of y'all. And truly, this is a public safety issue that we're going to take and be able to remove the barrels. As the chairman said, it's looking like about 60 days with us being able to have good weather. Also, we have with us, representing our Chamber of Commerce, we have the president, Miss Callie Boatwright. Miss Boatwright, would you like to say anything?
I think it's all been said.
Very good. And then also we have the chairman, the current, I believe, current chairman, Mr. John Sells, with us this morning. Ms. Sells, would you like to make any comments?
Just glad to see this come together.
Just glad to see it come together. Am I missing anyone? Oh, last but certainly not least, you wonder, how is this project going to get completed? Well, we have tasked Mr. Jeff Knowles with being the project manager of this project, and he has assured me, well, he's turning a little red on us at this time, but Mr. Knowles, would you like to come forward with any comments? He has assured me that he has a direct connection, weather's going to work out, and we're going to be through in, what, about 60 days? Okay. So we are truly excited about this. Certainly the county and the city are working together to make this happen. And as I said, you can see the cooperation between both government entities here in Douglasville and Douglas County. And the chairman and I both have pledged to continue in that process. We've joked about we don't always agree, but in my household, sometimes my wife and I don't always agree, but you and Miss Linda always agree. Is that right, Chairman?
Always.
But it's just like a family. We have a family here in Douglasville and Douglas County. We don't always agree on everything, but we work together so that the citizens are receiving the best services that we can possibly give them. And it takes a joint cooperative effort with a lot of people that you see behind us that work together to make this happen. And we also have some other people here this morning that truly it takes a team effort of a lot of people working together to make an event like this come together. So without further ado, I think we're going to be ready to move some dirt, unless, Chairman, you have some other comments you'd like to make.
No, I was just looking at Kelly when she didn't make any comments. Our next effort is to develop the Bright Star Connector and get some industry and jobs in here.
There you go.
There we go.
Which was the purpose for this 4-lane also, not only but to relieve congestion and move traffic easier from Bright Star and the retail development over off of the interstate and Highway 5, but also to develop this and certainly bring in jobs and economic development. I was fortunate enough to be on the council back from 89 to 95 when we built Douglas Boulevard, and prior to that, we didn't have the economic development. So you see what can happen when you've got corridors that you can take and move commerce and people through, and we're looking for some great times ahead when we start to develop this. So without further ado, let's turn some dirt.